Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Justine Salaguste, and I will be reporting the 4 kinds of standard training evaluation. The evaluation of a training program involves assessing the achievement of goals and the impact of the training on job performance. So, meaning, pinapakita dito kung paano ine-evaluate ng organization ang effectiveness ng training programs by assessing whether they meet their goals and lead to a improved job performance. So there are 4 kinds of standard training evaluation. Number 1 is formative evaluation involves measurements and judgments to improve program performance and delivery, providing feedback to curriculum designers and developers to ensure intended audience needs are met. It answers such questions as, are the goals and objectives are suitable for the intended audience? Are the methods and materials appropriate to the event? Can the event be easily replicated? So, meaning is nag-collect sila ng feedback from test groups or pilot sessions para ma-ensure na ang content nila at ang goals nila and materials nila is appropriate and effective. So, number 2 is process evaluation provides information about what occurs during training. This includes giving and receiving verbal feedback. It answers the questions, what did you do? It focuses on procedures and actions being used to produce results. It monitors the quality of an event or project by various means. So, sa method na ito, ina-examine ano ang totoong nangyari during sa training program or training session. And this type of evaluation looks closely sa kung paano na-deliver ang training. And ang main goal nito is para ma-monitor at ma-assess ang procedure, actions, and interactions na nangyayari habang nagte-training. At dito na lumalabas yung mga verbal feedbacks natin sa kung paano present ng trainer ang material, kung paano nag-engage ang mga participants, at whether everything is going according to plan. So number 3 is outcome evaluation measures the short-term outcomes of applying new skills, aiming to determine the knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors of the intended population. So this project produces both outcome and impacts and is a long-term undertaking. So dito na minimeasure ang short-term results sa training program. So it focuses on whether the participants have started to apply what they have learned at kung may mga early signs of improvements na ba sa knowledge, attitude nila, or behavior nila. So number 4 is impact evaluation assesses the training impact on achieving strategic goals, taking longer than outcome evaluation and may not definitely determine if the project contributed to change. So, dito sa impact evaluation is tinitignan naman dito ang long-term effect sa training program, especially kung paano ito nagko-contribute sa organization's strategic goals. Unlike naman sa outcome evaluation na nakafocus sa short-term results, ang impact evaluation naman is mas broader and longer yung time frame. And also, sa outcome evaluation is kahit na nakafocus ito sa short-term results, part pa rin ng long-term results process ang outcome evaluation. Kasi hindi lang ito nagbibigay ng feedback, it also helps predict whether the training might lead to a bigger change or impact sa ating future. So, next is criteria for evaluation of training. Training effectiveness should be evaluated based on long-term performance rather than superficial reactions from trainees. Focusing on long-term performance rather than immediate superficial results is crucial for assessing training effectiveness. So, ina-emphasize dito na ang true effectiveness ng training program should be measured not by immediate reaction, kundi yung long-term impact sa job performance and organizational outcomes. And also, training programs are usually evaluated on the basis of their intended objectives. So there are 5 steps to a meaningful evaluation. So number 1 is before training, determine desired changes in customer complaints, scrap rates, employee grievances, and quality defects by determining what to measure. So dapat bago ang lahat, tignan muna natin yung mga areas na need ng improvement such as customer complaints or defects sa product. Number 2 is before starting training, it's crucial to establish a baseline of performance to accurately compare the training effect. So, bago tayo mag-start sa training, i-measure muna natin yung current performance ng mga participants before training para ma-compare naman natin sa results after ng training. So, number 3 is the Hawthorne effect, named after a General Electric plant performance experiment, suggests that employees' performance improved due to research attentions, not changes in working conditions. So, kailangan alam din natin yung Hawthorne effect and be aware that employees might perform better kasi inoobserbahan sila, hindi dahil kailangan ito sa training. Number 4 is measure attitudes in training evaluations, as trainee satisfaction and feedback can provide valuable insight for improving techniques. So, gather feedback from trainees to improve the training performance or to improve the training program. So, number 5 is track performance over time to ensure improvement and ensure the training's results align with established criteria. So, continue pa rin dapat sa pag-monitor ng performance after ng training para makita natin kung napunta ba sa lasting improvements na align sa business goals.